You guys want to make your mask and subjects more dynamic and interesting? Well, we can use select color range within Photoshop.
You are now tuned into CALSOSCOPED.
Have your mask ready to go within the group. So you guys see that I have this book group and the layer is right here. Now we're going to stay on our layer and we're going to go to select color range. So once you are in select color range, the first thing that we're going to do is choose the highlight. Now to explain the fuzziness in range, the fuzziness is how much of a harsh selection it's going to be. More fuzziness is going to be a softer selection. Think about it like feather. So more fuzziness is going to be more feather. And then the range is selecting the range. And whatever is in white is what is selected. So you don't want to have a range that is going to select everything, because obviously you want to get just the premier highlights that you want to showcase. Once you have a selection that you're satisfied with, hit OK. Now once you hit OK, you have a selection ready. Now what we're going to do is choose a brightness and contrast layer. And now we have this brightness and contrast layer selected to the selection we made from color range. And we're going to bring our brightness up. And now you guys see automatically how it is affecting the mask. His shirt is already white in this case, so I don't want to have much of this white jersey shown. So simply, I'm just going to control click on that layer and I'm going to get these highlights off of the shirt for the most part. Now it's really just on his skin, and the brightness you see, it's already making a good amount of dynamic pop and dynamic range there. To blend this in more, we can just use the feather tab right here and make this transition a little bit softer so it's not as harsh. Now you're gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the shadow. So select color range, shadows. We're gonna choose a nice range where we have a good amount of selected. The feather or fuzziness, I usually leave it at like 20. Brightness and contrast, bring your shadows down. Now on this layer as well, we're going to feather it. And I'm not gonna make it as dark. With my shadows, a lot of times I get it out of the areas that are really, really dark just to have a, more interesting look. So I get it off the eyes, and then I'll do some off of the shirt as well. One designer key that I'll tell you guys right now is making the eyes brighter. You're gonna add another brightness and contrast layer. Let's just bring this brightness up pretty high. Then we're gonna invert the mask with Control I. And now we're going to brush on with a small white brush just on the eyes, not the actual iris, but the eyeball. Once you zoom out, you see that effect taking its place.
Feel free to subscribe and support the creator on Patreon.